Welcome to Average Talks, and we are two incredibly average individuals, and this is where we talk about things. My name is Austin. I am one of the hosts, and next to me is also one of my favorite hosts and of all time, Justin. Say hi, Justin.
Hello, I'm also the only other host.
We don't talk about that part.
And we should also probably mention, because of the whole social distancing thing, we are not next to each other.
No, we're not. We're being good boys and girls. We're washing our hands.
Yep, we're girls.
Yes.
I mean, I guess my pronouns are she, him, so...
Huh?
Yeah.
Huh? Wait, so when I talk about you in the plural, it's he, but talk in the singular, it's she?
No, it's she, him. So you gotta, if you're gonna say, like, if you're trying to say that I did something, you gotta be like, she did this. But if you're referring to, like, me, I guess, like, no.
Here, hold on.
If you have to say him, it's him.
Before we get any further, this is episode 12. We forgot to say in the beginning of the last episode.
Yes, this is episode 12, and last week did not age well. We will get into that once we actually get into topics. I'm just taking
not at
this
all
pronoun shit.
Not at all. Last week did not age at all, which is really funny. Like, yeah. You got me excited for things, and then those things got taken away.
Honestly, like, it was literally the night that we recorded.
That's
the announcement came out.
Fucking funny.
Yeah, like the next day I saw everything went to shit, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh. You got me excited. I was about to go get my wallet, and then the next day you're like, don't do that. I'm like, wait.
The good thing is that the reason why, during the podcast, like, recording it, I tried to, like, look up the backer tiers on the website and, like, possibly, like, look at, like, the potential things. But they weren't available, and the reason why is because they shut it down.
That's interesting.
But, just to get into the actual topic, what I am talking about is Chronicles of Valeria, the game that I hyped up last week, is dead.
Dead as shit.
The CEO put out a announcement saying, he calls it State of Valeria. He puts out, at first they were putting one out about every month, and then as things slowed down, as they normally do, he started putting them out less frequently, and this one was the first one that had come out in a year.
Oh, God.
And it's an extremely long post, and most of it's talking about, like, how much they accomplished. They're like, oh, yeah, we did all this, it's showing pictures, and, like, we've made all this progress, we're doing great, and then it's just like, oh, by the way, we're out of money, I fired everyone, and the game's not happening.
Yeah, that's a real kick in the dick.
And so, reasonably, everyone is extremely pissed off because they've spent the past 4 years investing money in virtual items and buying properties in the game and really creating an entire RP world.
And then having beef with other people.
Doesn't exist yet. Yeah, there were going to be complete wars. and like, people hated each other, and suddenly, like, they hated each other over this game, and then suddenly it's just all thrown away.
That's fucking funny. I'm sorry.
And the thing about this really game is that it's been 4 years. They raised $8 million, and there's nothing to show for it.
Yeah, where the fuck did all that money go?
No one knows.
What do you mean no one knows? There gotta be money somewhere. Someone has fucking money somewhere.
It's in Caspian's bank. He's out vacationing.
God.
That's the CEO,
fucking
by
prick.
The way. Yeah, apparently, there's actually a lot to this, so I gotta figure out where to start. As soon as all of this came out, a class action lawsuit server was made, so now there are people requesting every refund. The company that they used, that Chronicles of Valeria used to process payments, is aware of this whole situation, and they are accepting everyone's refunds. The only big issue right now is Kickstarter, and Kickstarter is aware that they're also aware of what's happened. A lot of people have reported them, and the reporting with Kickstarter doesn't mean that we're going to get refunds, but it means that he can't create another
Kickstarter.
He can't make another Kickstarter with the same name or anything like that.
He should not be able to be on the platform at all if he's going to sit there and take all the money.
Well, yeah, and the thing is, there was a game being developed. People have talked with devs. Devs have come into the class action lawsuit server. I was actually reading up a little bit about it, and they did have, there was a promotional thing that they put together, which was a jousting demo, and it was playable. It had the full graphics and everything of the game. It was beautiful and super accurate. Like, they went jousting to find out how, or just for authenticity, and they made it. They showed it off, but they never released it. They never let anyone play it. And
that's a little sketch.
Exactly. And because no one had ever actually played a game except for a pre-alpha, which, by the way, that pre-alpha that went out to backers who had spent thousands of dollars on the game, it turned out that was just an Unreal Engine asset flip.
That's fucking shitty.
Everything on it was built-in Unreal Engine assets. So... Yeah,
they done fucked up.
Yeah, it's looking a lot more scammy than. Yeah, and it's just really unfortunate for the employees of the company too, because they're just suddenly fired.
Yeah.
And
good lord,
it was literally almost the day of him announcing that it was, or that everything was dead. He was they were still taking payments.
Really?
And gladly everyone who has backed money, especially in that time, has gotten refunds.
That's good.
But
what about the people who started that shit day one?
That's a big thing. That's a big issue right now, and the class action lawsuit is hopefully going to get people some money back. But yeah, there are people in all of the Discord servers, in the main Chronicles of Lyria Discord server, which is a funny thing about that. In the main server, people changed their names to how much money they spend.
Lol. Oh god.
And obviously, the CEO went in full damage control mode, and
he probably banned everyone.
Everyone was suddenly attacking him for an obvious reason. They're attacking him on Twitter. I think he left the Discord server.
Lol.
Either that, or he was just kind of hidden, and
fucking bitch.
Basically. Everyone was just upset, and the biggest thing was he was blaming everyone but himself. He was saying that the game didn't have money because we were hoping to get a publisher to where we could have a nearly unlimited amount of money, and we never no publisher ever wanted to pick us up because we never made the right agreement, or we never agreed with them, and he would with the whole Discord situation, he started blaming the mods, and these are all just community members, and he I want to say he blamed certain members of his team, and he literally blamed everyone but himself, and that's where it looks awful on his part, because it's dude, just own up to your mistakes. And then there's apparently a Reddit post of someone who's claimed to have worked with him and said that he had literally never finished anything in his life.
Lol.
Which I think I posted the meme in here, or no, I think I sent it to you. So he put on his LinkedIn that he was the president and co-owner of a company called Modern Genealogy.
Oh yeah, that's funny.
And yeah, he talks about how he managed the finances and was a project manager, and people looked up Modern Genealogy, and the project was never completed. And yeah, basically. He thinks that he can handle all of this money and things like that, but he refuses to have a chief financial officer, which, I was watching people talk about it, or reading people's conversation on it, and it's the CEO has the dreams, and the CEO does everything, and the CFO's job is to tell them no. And because what he did was the game had idea creep. As a lot of indie games will have, where, you come up with a certain idea, and then you're then we can have this, and this, and this, and then it just becomes, the game was already super ambitious, and it became something just unbelievably unachievable. He was just a horrible manager, so everything was just very poorly managed, and there was apparently tons of, or their previous PR things that I was completely unaware of, where there was a Discord post. I might be able to still find it. He might have deleted it, but he basically, oh yeah, it's definitely gone. He basically blamed, it was like a year or two ago, he blamed the backers for not giving enough money for certain things. Talking about like you're saying that we need to be held accountable for all this, but really it's you who should be held accountable. And it was just bad.
Ugh.
And with the whole Discord stuff, like obviously, yeah, people were attacking him on Twitter. He said, I'm going to be going away from Twitter for a while for obvious reasons.
No shit.
And then...
You fucking snake.
Yeah, and then with the Discord, he claimed that he heard, or that someone had shown him audio recordings of people talking bad about him, like mods talking bad about him, and so he unmodded them, and then he realized that would clearly show that they did something wrong, so he unmodded all of the mods, and then because he had deleted all the mods, then he just shut down the server so no one can post anything.
Lovely. And
then he ended up deleting all of the chat rooms where people normally talked in.
Of course.
And, I mean, everything's already screenshotted. The damage is very much already done. So, he can't save himself. But it's spicy. It's hilarious. And, like, he made his posts, like, talking about, or giving the update on, like, what's happening. Like, it was like a South Park BP, I'm sorry, but except he never actually says I'm sorry. And one of the mods, like, right after was like, listen, bro, like, you just need to, like, tell us that you're sorry about this. Like, we feel really fucked over for all of this. And
he never said it.
Yep, he dipped. And yeah, so it's really spicy.
Good Lord.
And it's so much fun to watch, honestly.
See, I like watching dumpster fires. Like, I do. I do like watching dumpster fires. Because this sounds like a great dumpster fire.
The entire thing is an amazing dumpster fire. Like, and like, I know that I lost money, but in total, I spent $130, and
Oof.
About 2-3 years ago, I already knew that this was basically lost money. And he claims that he and a few other devs are still working on it, just not getting paid for it, but I'm going to take that as the game's not happening.
Yeah, probably not.
And everyone else has. But I will say that there is hope. I just hit my pop filter.
You son of a bitch.
There is hope. Because a phoenix has risen from the ashes.
Is that what that fucking thing is?
Yes.
Oh my god, really?
So, the weekend after the release of the pre-alpha,
yeah,
one of the people in the kingdom that I'm a part of, or that I was a part of, because it's dead now, they said, hey, we're releasing a game. It's currently called Wara Wara, which is Japanese for creepy crawly, and it's just going to be an MMO that's mostly using pre-built assets, and it's going to be just something that we can use to pass the time before Chronicles of Lyria comes out. And people were on board, and it's like, hey, if you want to follow development, join the Discord. We'll keep you updated. Then this happened. And the way that the guy who was the king of the king of the kingdom, and he's now one of the project managers, the way that he put it was, think of being a dev studio, and like a game studio, and you have about 6 workers with the room to add about 6 more. And then overnight, 150 people come to your door saying that they want to work for you.
Damn.
Everyone flocked to this game. Just, like, people aren't looking for a COE replacement. I mean, some of them are, but, like, most people are just saying, this is a game with a similar community. It's going to be a medieval MMO. We want to follow the development. And the fact that so many people have joined, there's a full dev team. Like,
good Lord.
3D assets, 2D assets, voice. Like, one of the voice guys literally talking about jumping in a river yesterday for the sake of the audio quality, or getting the audio.
Wait, what?
Like game devs, yeah, because when you gotta make the sound effects, you gotta do like crazy things like that.
Wait, he's actually gonna go jump into a lake or a river?
Oh, he already did.
Oh my god!
He already jumped into a river to record the sound.
These people are awesome.
It's crazy. The amount of talent in this server is just absurd, and all of it is completely done for free. This game is probably gonna be free. Like I don't imagine that there'll be, if it costs anything, it won't cost much. And I decided to volunteer as a tester because I do have experience with testing games, and I was mostly in the right place at the right time, and I am now the testing team lead. And I was able to prove my worth as the testing team lead when talking to the main dev. He's the head of the development team, and he's the guy who's really powering all of the assets in the server and everything, because it is a working MMO. Like right now we do have a client that is playable, and
really?
we could both be in the game and already see each other. It's not a single player instance. It is the full MMO. Except everything's gonna be overhauled or just redone.
That's fine.
But,
that's fucking cool though.
But yeah, we already have that, which is more than another game. And
subtle jabs. Not really subtle.
But I was able to prove my worth because I was talking with him just to find out what he wants from the testing team, especially right now because we don't have much to do. And I told him that I'd been playing the current client, and I figured out what the problem with the character creation was, because the character creation wasn't working very well. Like basically whatever skin color you chose wasn't the actual skin color, and only one of 3 races worked, which he already knew right off the bat that one of 3 races worked. He messed up with the naming or something. But yeah, like I was figuring out, like one day or yesterday or day before, I pulled up the game, and I was playing with the character creator and seeing what I can make, like how I can control the skins, because it looked like there was a way that you could do it, but I just wasn't certain yet. And so I started playing with it, and then I realized that when you change your scar color, you could that would ultimately change your skin color. And so I explained that to him, like I explained my steps and everything and how I figured it out, and he goes, "Oh, you're good." I was like, "Oh."
You're like, because I feel accomplished.
Apparently he sat there staring at the code for like 2 or 3 days trying to figure out what was wrong with it. And then I was able to figure it out by playing the game. So I have proven my worth as the team leader of the testers.
Small claps. Small claps.
Yeah. And in addition to that, literally as we speak, there is a live stream from what was the Kingdom's live stream is now going to transform into... Oh, by the way, the game now has the official name Rings of Una, not Wara Wara. But there's also a huge lore team.
Sweet.
And, but it's transitioning from Boardwall to Rings of Una, and this is the last stream where they're going to talk about the death of COE, which I think they're talking about right now.
Well,
and then also in today's live stream, they're going to be mostly announcing the game, talking about how much progress they have, and my video is going to be featured in it, which is the exact reason why I made that video, because he was like, awesome. Hey, can someone make like a 1 to 3 minute video just showing off what the current client looks like? And I was like, yeah, I'll do it, because I just had the free time. And so I sent it to him. I was like, hey, does this look good? And he goes, it's exactly what I wanted. So I am looking forward to, if I don't get to catch the stream tonight, I'll just watch the VOD tomorrow.
That's still awesome.
And yeah,
it's fucking great, my man.
I'm excited for that ego boost, and I'm excited for this game. It's incredible.
That's awesome. I'm really happy for you. It's like the best shit ever. That would be my dream, is to literally just make content. At least be able to edit content, but you're doing that all yourself. That's so fucking nice.
Well, the video, like in this case, wasn't like that. That's not going to be most of what I'm doing. I'm definitely just going to be testing the game. So
no,
it's
just
just
still good,
breaking a game.
Yeah.
Which I think is amazing. I love doing that.
Yeah, no, that's still just fucking cool.
Yeah, and it's just so exciting to see all of this happen, and yeah, everyone is just like, I'm shocked with the amount of talent and the amount of people. Like I can give you an idea of how many people are listed as helping, like, or listed as like the dev team, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
So 3 plus 3 is 6, plus 8, 14, plus 49. That's what, what, 64, 63? And then 63 plus 29 is 92.
What?
There are 92 people involved in the development of this game.
What the fuck?
Every single one is doing it for free.
See, good people. There's good people. All of them are good people. You need to give me a link. You need to give me a link so I can put it into the episode of this podcast.
Yes, I will put in a link to the Discord for the game. They don't have a YouTube channel or anything as of yet, but I know they are working on it. Yeah.
All of our 3 listeners. All of our 3 listeners need to go and just give them a pat on the back. Like, hey, thank you for being an awesome person. Like, that's all they need to say. Like, yeah, that's all.
It's amazing.
Yeah. Damn. Sometimes people are really cool.
Yeah.
Sometimes they're really shitty, but sometimes they can be really cool.
I actually realized there's a game on my Steam wishlist that's also done by an entire group of volunteers, but I think this one is just, like, it's just shocking with the amount of organization and the amount of people. And, yeah, like, I'm just remembering there's an entire economy team. There's one team dedicated to the economy of the game.
That's awesome.
And, yeah, there are some incredibly talented people. I cannot say that enough.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like I feel like I pale in comparison, and then they're all like, "Oh no, you're great too. Like, testers are so important." And then like it's like, "Oh, okay."
Hey.
I mean, they're not wrong.
Well, that's the thing. Everyone is important when it comes to a video game, and especially like quality assurance. Like, quality assurance is super needed, and like, if you don't have good quality assurance, you have stuff like Sonic Boom, and a lot of other games that kind of started off really shitty because the quality insurance people were not great.
Yep.
But hey, what do you? So while you're done,
like 4 of my topics in one.
Cool. Now we're gonna talk about me.
Yes.
I don't have a lot of things written down. A lot of my stuff is because I've been bad. The first one is an editing miracle. Usually when I line up my topics or our voices for when we record like this, we do a clap sync or a voice sync to make sure everything lines up correctly. I randomly threw mine and yours into the timeline, and it somehow matched, like, amazingly. I'm like, oh,
that's amazing.
No, I can never replicate this. Like, it was so fantastic. I thought about just recording it on my phone to go, I will never do this again. But yeah. So that's a thing. That's a thing that happened. But,
oh.
Yeah?
I was just going to interrupt to give the quick update on my life that about the person at my job who...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's someone at my job who apparently showed coronavirus symptoms. We don't know if they have it yet, but for the time being, my job has been shut down. And so...
You're stuck at home.
I'm staying at home until that's all sorted out. And I was called by my boss today to be told that because of all the government stuff, I will be getting paid what I would normally be paid.
Woo!
For the week, or while I'm out. So I'm getting paid to do all this volunteer work.
Nice.
But yeah, so you continue.
No, that's fucking nice. I wish I was doing that, but I'm an essential employee selling liquor. Nah. I found actually a few memes that I'm like, I don't want to be essential. I'm tired, and the guy just holding like taking a mirror selfie and just looking sad and shit. I'm like, that's me right now. I feel this on an emotional level. All right. Also, no lie, I've been playing Animal Crossing while you were talking. I was paying attention, I promise. But
you're crossing animals. That's what I tell Valerie.
I'm crossing animals.
She's at work or working from home. Yeah. I'll be like, "You crossing animals over there?" She's like, no. She says she's working.
Yeah. She's currently not, or at least she's not anymore. Because she was at my island getting oranges. But now the gate's closed. I won't have any intruders. I will stop playing Animal Crossing. Hopefully, there's actually Animal Crossing gameplay going up over this. Maybe? I don't know. Yeah, we got to find out. I have to figure out if I can record this again. Because I don't have my Elgato. I probably should try and get my Elgato, but fuck if I know kind of thing.
I mean, I could just start playing the Outer World. Actually, no, that takes too much mind effort.
Yeah, let's not play. Like, we need to just record and have that in our back pocket. Or at least some stuff. I'm going to save real quick. And then I can start talking about some other things. Let's see. Other than my editing miracle, I figured out, I've been filling up my tires wrong.
Yeah, what does that mean?
Okay. Here's a question before we ever start this. How do you fill the tires in your car? At what PSI do you put the tires on, like, to?
Whatever it recommends. I mean, usually the tire set has like a maximum, and the car manual usually also has like a recommended level.
Okay.
I can't give you the exact number because I haven't done it in a while.
Okay. My tires say 51. My car's recommendation is 32.
Yeah, you're probably doing the maximum, I'm guessing.
Yep. I was doing the maximum.
Yep.
That's the thing, like my right tire, that my passenger side tire up at the front seems to deflate faster, and I don't know why. No, there's no holes, there's no pops. Oh fuck, I just dropped something, knocked my glue gun onto the ground. That comes up on audio, lovely. But still, I'm like, apparently I've been doing this wrong, and like the other tires stay around 50. Like, but my one right tire just seems to deflate faster. I'm like, what the fuck? What's going on?
Yeah, I mean, you could take it somewhere to get it checked. It might be like along the seam or like something that you just can't notice.
Maybe. I need to do that tomorrow.
But, I mean, filling up your tires that much isn't a bad thing as long as you're not driving on like bumpy roads. Because if you are, I mean, you're just going to feel it a lot more.
See, I don't know. It's just weird, and that's what I've been doing wrong for apparently most of my life. That's the thing. What's been going on? So it's been a week.
What's been going on with me?
No, I needed to say that at least once. It's been a week.
It has, in fact, been a week.
It's been a week. It's been a week since recorded. It's been a week since, like, just fucking working. Working as an essential employee sucks right now. Like, it really does.
Are you just doing, like, 12-hour days, or is it just...
No, not 12-hour days. It's still, like, the normal amount. I'm just working my ass off. Now...
There's just a lot of people and stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of people. It's a lot of, like, I'm wiping down everything nearly every 30 minutes. Someone comes in, touches something, I gotta wipe it down. Like, it's a lot of that.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It's also just a lot of working and, like, I don't know. Sometimes I go to work and I don't get yelled at, but it's more, I get very stern talking to by someone who is not my boss, but I consider her my boss kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And, well, I love her. Like, I love her to death. She's the best liquor store employee we got. I'm number 2, and then there's Mark, which Mark's okay. But still, it's hard to try and be perfect, but I'm not, because I'm human, and I'm lazy. And I try to not to be lazy at work, because when I'm at work, I'm like, all right, let's go. Let's get things done. And sometimes it doesn't come out that way, like perfectly. And if it's not perfect, then it's wrong, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of the if you're not first or last situation.
Yeah.
Which you can be second some days, like chill.
That's my work at all times. Like if you're not meeting the goal, then you're not even worth the time, which is why what happened did happen. Not
yeah.
What? Yeah.
No, I know.
Something that we talked about off the podcast.
Yeah, off air.
I'm clarifying for the listener.
Yeah. Off air stuff.
The listener.
The listener. That's fucking funny.
Just one.
Oh, I can talk about I'm going to be live streaming. I'm going to live stream painting over on Austin Artistries on twitch.tv.
Oh, that reminds me. We were supposed to live stream when we talked about it last week.
Yeah.
But I ended up not being able to live stream. But guess what? We could probably live stream tomorrow. I'm free all day, every day.
I know you
posing,
are.
Doing things.
Are you T-posing on me, you bitch?
No, I was doing like, well, it's really loud there. But
Yeah,
I was doing, like, think Team Skull talking, you know? Like the...
Oh, you...
The, like, white rapper kind of...
White rapper. Jesus. That's pretty funny, though. No, I've just been... It's been work. Work, go home, eat, sleep. I've been bad. I haven't been recording my stuff on the app, but I've been eating less. Like, less
Same.
food. So, I can...
It's hard to right now.
Yeah. And it's like,
It's
I can't
just
really...
rough.
I can't really eat super well. Like, I've pre-cooked all my chicken, and I just need to cook rice, and rice is not hard to cook. But
Yeah.
I just get home, and I'm like, fuck doing that. And I miss my pizza.
Yeah.
I miss my frozen pizza. And so I bought 3 frozen pizzas, and I'm like, all right, I'm going to ration these. I'm going to have one a week. But, all right, one more thing we're going to talk about, because I feel like you had a long segment to talk about the, fucking things.
Rings of Una.
Yeah, Rings of Una.
And other things, yeah.
Yeah. Bills. Bills suck. Just paying bills suck.
Yeah, I get that.
I
agree.
I've paid nearly $1,000 in bills today.
Oh man.
Just today. And they hurt. I'm gonna get paid back for most of them, but they hurt. Also, USPS technically didn't fuck up last week. It was me who fucked up. I did not put my apartment number, and so they shipped it back. And they shipped my underwear back to fucking California. Which I'm like,
man.
I'm probably not going to get my underwear now. I'm just going to take an L and get my $200 back. I'll wait for the shit to run its course. And then I will have my underwear. Like, God damn it.
Yeah,
God damn it.
I'm posting the live stream in our chat.
Nice.
I would say look at it without, like, just pull it up without any sound, just to look at them go, because one of them, the project manager / former king, is just wearing full on Plague Doctor.
Yeah, I like him.
Yeah,
I like him.
I actually have never tuned into one of these streams, so like I'm guessing that's just what he always does for this.
That's funny. Oh, speaking of Plague Doctor things, I had a thing that I'm still gonna do, hopefully, and I'll take pictures of. I have a Plague Doctor's mask, an entire Plague Doctor's outfit. I know
that you have one for.
Yeah, I also have
D&D.
a sign that says "Wash your hands," and I'm gonna go out on the street corner and I'm gonna hold that shit up and have fun and look like a Plague Doctor. And the funniest thing is, my mom is like, "Go for it." My dad's like, "Don't do it. I'm gonna listen to my mom." Thank you, Mom. I think she might listen to this. If she does, ooh, that's bad. That's really bad. Sorry, Mom.
So I'm gonna talk about
Yeah. No, talk.
just
What the fuck is the most ambitious Discord server? Because I thought that was
all right.
the Una.
Yeah, I've offered my help with that, but that was more of like a, hey, by the way, if you need any help, like I am experienced with this kind of stuff, like not a, hey, let me take the reins.
Mm-hmm.
But I've mentioned my local Civil Air Patrol Squadron's Discord server.
Yeah.
This has become a project beyond just a place for cadets to interact.
Oh no.
And it's because of the whole we have to work or we have to do everything remotely until mid-May at the earliest. And so I was like, I need to expand this to the full squadron, but I need to keep the integrity of I need to keep that place for cadets and only cadets to interact with each other, because that's like an important thing.
Mm-hmm.
And so I had to build a server where, like, the reason why it's the most ambitious is just because of the permissions. It's solely because of the permissions, because it's a server where you join. There's, I think, one place that you can talk, and you can see like a few announcements and things like that, but everything else is locked off. Then once you're given either a cadet or senior role, then it opens up half of the server.
Jesus.
Like, it opens up channels specifically for you. And the process of expanding that, like, it involved me having to completely change around role permissions and just individual channel permissions, and then I had to add more channels, and it just felt very ambitious, and it just really felt like a whole thing, and I was just like, man. Like, it took me several days to, like, or it was like, as like over the course of like 3 days, I'd just be like doing something, and then I realized, oh wait, they need to be able to do this, or like this channel needs to be in this spot, and like things like that. And it was kind of a whole thing.
God, that's
But yeah, other than that, my only other thing that I wanted to mention was the fact that productivity is through the roof. Oh wait, I have to do that again. Hold on.
What are you doing?
Productivity is through the fucking roof.
You fucking old timey, goddamn fucking ham radio.
Did it sound like I was far away? Because I wanted it to sound like I was far away.
It sounded like you were far away.
Good.
Also,
Okay.
I really thought that was sarcasm. I want to point that out to the viewers. I thought that was sarcasm. I'm like, sarcasm?
I mean, yeah, if I'm getting paid to just dick around, like, you'd think that I'm just going to dick around.
But no, he's actually dicking around and being a nice person and doing things.
So I'm obviously doing stuff with the Cap server. I got to interact with them. I'm working on Rings of Una, especially the testing stuff. I'm really the only current active tester for the reason of, or for the fact that we have nothing that we can really work on.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just kind of messing around on the old client and just making sure that what's there is there, and like, because there's no reason to report bugs right now because they're aware of all the major stuff. And then on top of that, today I fixed the RSS feed stuff. We will have the podcasts on Spotify shortly, within a few days. You can also see that I did post, or I did upload the episodes 2 and 3 onto the RSS feed, and as soon as, or probably tomorrow, now that I have all the thumbnails, I can update, or I can upload all the other ones.
Yeah.
And then Valerie was setting up a Discord server for a YouTuber, and so I helped her, or I put together a webhook for her, so that channel, or so that you're notified every time that channel has an upload.
Can you do that to our server?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you.
I like just leaving it as yeah.
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 Hey, thank you.
Yeah, I'm actually really proud of myself because I learned how to, like, I recently learned how to build webhooks, and it's a lot easier than I thought it'd be.
Really?
It's just a matter of putting together an if this and that. It's literally IFTTT, if this then that.
Really?
Yeah, that's the website.
That's funny.
But yeah, and I'm also I bought the Learn to Code Humble Bundle last week.
Nice.
Or Valerie bought it for me, honestly, but it's all Zenva tutorials, and like all of them are their quote unquote bite-sized tutorials, and it's like no punctuation reviews, like that guy.
Oh, I love him.
It's just some dude just talking really fast.
Oh, good lord.
Thing.
You probably have to listen to like 7 times.
Well, gladly what he's talking about, like, I'm just going thing by thing, and like I have a decent grasp on Python.
Mm-hmm.
And so far, like it's all stuff that I've already known.
Oh, that's good.
But it is getting, like, the next like few videos are gonna be things that I actually have to learn.
Oh.
Or like the one things that I'm not strong at, or the few things, and then I think the next courses, the non-bite-sized ones actually do have interactive stuff.
Oh lord.
But at the moment, it's just watching videos of some guy really quickly typing things and then just pasting the output. So it gives a really like he pastes the output as a comment, and he doesn't explain that he's pasting the output as a comment. So I feel like someone who doesn't know anything about coding and is suddenly starting with this tutorial would be completely lost.
Oh.
I also want to mention the fact that they assumed that no one was using Linux. I already had Python installed on Linux because it comes installed on Linux. But yeah, it's like it was just like Windows and Mac download, and
lol.
It didn't. There's no guide on. There's nothing involving Linux because you also had to, or you also. It also wanted you to install Pygame, and I had to go out of my way to figure out how to do that on my package manager. But yeah, the one thing that I'm not doing that I should be doing that's productive is applying to jobs.
Well, you could. How much fucking time do you have to do that? You have to quarantine yourself for 2 weeks, right?
I actually don't need to be quarantined for 2 weeks. We're just out of work until they clean the building and possibly get results back from, or possibly get test results back for the person who showed symptoms.
Oh, really? I thought they would do more.
Yeah, so right now, like, I'm expecting 2 weeks, but the only confirmed thing, or the only, like, 90% confirmed thing is that we won't be coming back in this week. But, yeah, it was funny because it was, like, yesterday morning, like, I woke up, like, I felt like I'd slept too much, you know that feeling?
Yeah. Actually, no.
I was like...
No, I don't.
It's like you think you like woke up late, like you slept past your alarm, so I like jumped up, checked my phone, it was like 7:10, and I'm like, all right, I still got like another like 30 minutes before I should like start rolling out of bed. And then like my phone starts ringing, and I'm like, calling this early? It's probably a spam call or something.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was a voicemail from my boss being like, hey, by the way,
don't come to work.
She's like, don't come to work. Someone has told us that they have symptoms of
COVID,
the coronavirus, so we are not going to. So we've shut down the building.
Oh! I forgot to tell you the thing. So essentially on YouTube now, you can't be monetized if you say anything of the words Corona, COVID, quarantine, or anything of that nature. At all. You get demonetized almost immediately. And I watched the Game Grumps episode of them doing Mario Galaxy 2 Part 1, and they called it the Backstreet Boys reunion tour just the entire time. And because they can't say anything of the word or nature of it. And oh That's my hilarious. God, it's fucking funny. It's 100% perfect.
Or did you listen to the official podcast? I have a cat on my pop filter.
Well,
sniffing
cat.
He's in my lap. But did you listen to the official podcast with Some Ordinary Gamers?
No, unfortunately not.
Oh, one of the things that they mentioned in it was it sucks that they got J Station off the platform because he just needs to call coronavirus and just tell him to fuck off.
That's awful. Hopefully that man is in jail.
He is facing legal stuff. I know that. But one funny thing is that gave me the idea to just search, like, maybe, like, because there's more than one 3 a.m. channel out there.
Oh, yeah. No.
And I looked it up, and gladly there is no FaceTiming or calling coronavirus at 3 a.m. But what there is some Weird Al looking dude buying a virus off the dark web and infecting and then everyone in the house getting infected. And so
that's kind of funny.
I was, of course, and this was like a month ago or something like that. So I was like, I commented, it's like Weird Al is a cause of the coronavirus like spreading in the United States, and I was really proud of myself for that one.
Why?
But yeah,
that's pretty funny.
Yeah. It's entertainment time.
Yeah, it's time for entertainment. What'd you do? What'd you do the past week?
Play games.
What kind of games?
Mostly the Outer Worlds.
Yeah.
Like 99% the Outer Worlds. Did I talk about Code of Duty last week?
Yeah, you did, and we never played it.
Okay. Yeah, I haven't played much more of Code of Duty. I've mostly just been playing the Outer Worlds, and that game so far, think Fallout 4, except your existence matters.
That's good.
Like, because, you know, people have figured out, like, or they've, like, done all that stuff with, like, if you think of it, like, the Lone Wanderer, or whatever it's called, if they weren't there, everything would have happened anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, in this, or in Outer Worlds, so far from what I've played, you have an impact because of the interactions with all of the factions, and all the side quests that you do and everything like that. You are putting some sort of impact on people's lives, and it does feel very dynamic. It's far from linear. Like, it does have that older RPG feel where you can just kill anyone. I haven't tried it, but I feel like you could kill an important quest character, and it wouldn't matter. I honestly don't know if that is true.
Wait, would or would not matter?
Like, it wouldn't stop you from doing it.
Okay.
That's what I feel like it's like that. I'm honestly not entirely sure. I can't say with certainty, but the game's a lot of fun to play.
Huh?
The combat's pretty fun. There's there are a few mechanics, like there's like the weapon kind of building mechanics is a little annoying, but it's not that bad. I guess my big complaint with it is I'm suddenly finding Mark II weapons, so it's like there's a sudden power increase from the Mark I's to the Mark II's, and so like I have like I had like a regular I think it was like I think it's just called a machine gun or something like that. Maybe not. I'm trying to remember what it was called now. But I had a gun, and then I found a light machine gun Mark II, and I really didn't want to use it, but it was just so much more powerful that I was like, there's literally no reason for me to not use this. And then I guess that, along with yeah, actually what it really is it has that Borderlands 2 feel, with you're constantly upgrading weapons. Nice. Except you attach modifications to your weapons and to your armor, and you can't get you can't get those modifications back once you use them. So you have to find new ones or find replacements or buy replacements, and so it makes you want to stick with certain items for a lot longer than you probably should.
Okay.
One interesting factor is you have companions, and you don't have to run with just one companion. I have 4 unlocked, and I can run with all 4 at one time. And from what I can tell, it is permadeath with the companion. So if one of them dies while you're fighting with them, you basically just want to restart. Because, yeah, like, one of them will die, and if you're running with another one, they'll just be like, well, that's not good. and then, yeah, it's terrifying, because you do grow attached to some of them. But yeah, it's a fun game. I recommend picking it up when it comes to Steam. Or if you have Xbox Game Pass.
I don't have any of that nonsense anymore. Bills. Bills.
Yeah.
Bills have kind of fucked me over in the ass, so
Yeah.
that's fine.
Other than that, I mean, I guess me and Valerie also, I've been watching a few movies on Netflix. I don't remember the name of one of them. But one of them was called The Platform. And it was like the whole concept was it was a prison that was just a tower, and at each floor, she says it's the pit.
The pit.
Yeah, it was a pit rather than a tower. But each floor had two people in them, and they could see the people above and below them, and it was about like 15 feet apart. And you were with that person, for the length that you would be there, assuming that neither of you died. But what am I trying to say?
Is this the movie with fucking Sylvester Stallone and no? Is that a different movie?
No, this is it's a foreign movie. I want to say it's like Spanish.
Okay.
It's from Spain. But it has an English dub.
Nice.
And that's what we watched. But yeah, you're paired with one person, and you are on your floor for 30 days, or for a month, I guess, because it might be a 31 day. But you're on your floor for 30 days, and on the 30th night, they fill the area with gas, and you're suddenly moved to a different floor, and it could be higher or lower, and you never know which one you're going to be on. It's not determined by anything from what they like kind of say and show. It's all completely random. And the significance of the floors is that there's a platform in the middle of it, like in the middle of the entire pit, that slowly descends every day, and it's a meal for them. And so, like, it's a huge fancy meal, and the people at the top get access to everything, not touched or eaten or anything. And then as it goes lower, you get there's less and less food available, and it never reaches it till by the time it gets to the 150th floor, you don't have anything. It's just glass. And so it obviously resorts to people resort to cannibalism, or just like eating anything they possibly can. And so like it follows this guy who went into this pit to get a degree. And it just because apparently
he's going into the pit because he wants a degree.
Yeah, apparently it's just you go into this pit for this amount of time, not very long, like relatively, like a lot shorter than going to college, and they were just going to hand him a degree. And so
what did he get a degree in? Fucking nothing. So fucking social.
They never specify.
Whatever.
But yeah, so like it shows like his descent into
madness,
yeah, over it. And yeah, so it's an interesting movie.
I might have to watch this.
Yeah, the ending is a little weird, but if you do watch it, just let me know and I can kind of explain what I think the best explanation of it is.
Okay.
But yeah, then the other one that we watched, I don't remember the name of it, but the whole concept was this guy goes to the hospital with his daughter and his wife, and then he wakes up after a certain amount of time in the hospital because he was waiting, and suddenly his wife and daughter aren't there, and he's convinced that they're hiding them from him. That's all I will say about that movie.
Cool.
In terms of the plot.
What's the name of it though?
I don't remember.
Then how am I going to see this?
What are you saying, Waff?
I'm looking it up.
She's looking it up.
She's looking it up. Free person echo.
She also has to pee.
She also has to pee.
Wait, why is it not on my recently watched list?
Echo.
Why is this in a random order?
Random order? What?
She said apparently her recently watched list is in a random order.
Why? Why would it not be the last thing you fucking watched?
Because it's Netflix and they can't do anything easily.
Netflix is stupid.
Yep.
Oh, apparently they're turning off the "Are you still watching?" function.
Oh, good. Fractured?
Fractured?
It's called Fractured.
Fractured. Cool.
Yeah. and that movie is really interesting.
Oh,
It's intriguing.
I have a topic to talk about. I'm sorry, I forgot to talk about this.
I mean, I'm done with my entertainment. So.
Cool, sweet. I'll then get into mine. So there's a nasty Facebook post going around. About 2 days ago, 3 days ago, 2 days ago, 2 days ago, and it said that our governor of Florida, DeSantis, I think.
Yes.
Is that governor? Yeah, DeSantis.
Yes.
It said that DeSantis had signed something into effect that would stop all liquor sales until the end of the coronavirus at 3 o'clock. Now, if you were to click on it, it would then put you to like a spoof, like web page telling you you've been pranked. This is not real. This woman did not see this as she came into my store, ran around, and started grabbing like handles of Doers and Jim Beam, which were on sale, which I'm like, all right, fine. But she's like,
She's toilet papering.
Yeah, exactly. She's toilet papering it. That's the new adjective, toilet papering it. And I'm like, you got a big party going on? Or what's going on? She tells me this. I'm like, there's no way. There's no way. I would know. She goes, it's real. It just happened not 30 minutes ago. I'm like, what? Okay. So I'm sitting there like, this ain't real. This can't possibly be real. And I asked your help later on this because I'm like, there's no way. There's no fucking way. As I'm looking up, I downloaded the Democrat. Wait, does that? No. I don't think that.
What?
If we've said where we live, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we
Okay.
have.
The Tallahassee Democrat, I looked it up. I'm like, there's nothing in here. Like, I used the app. I downloaded the thing. I looked in, like, Google. I went through, like, what the fuck was it? What's that one that you use a lot? Scopes?
Snopes.
Yeah, look, Snopes.
Oh, heck. By the way, that reminds me, I did not have a news story.
That's fine. Keep going while I find things, or I talk about things. And I'm like, there's no way this is true. She said it's been 30 minutes. Our news station is usually pretty good about that kind of shit.
Oh, yeah, the WCTV is literally on top of everything.
Exactly.
In town.
Yeah. And so I'm like, all right, there's nothing. This can't be real. And then like 3 other people came in talking about it. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why am I the last to know about this? And then a really good customer came in. His name is Susie, by the way. He's an awesome dude. He comes in. Oh, I hit my fucking mic. He comes in, and I'm like, hey, man, have you seen this? He goes, it's fake. I'm like, what do you mean it's fake? And he shows me. He flicks it. I'm like, oh. You mean I've been silently freaking out about this for nothing? He goes, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. It's been nothing. And I'm just like, wow, I'm fucking pissed. Pissed off about this.
Yeah.
All right. Into entertainment.
Well, I actually remembered another thing that I should mention. Valerie expressed interest in the game Rust, and so she downloaded it. Like at first she played it on my computer because I had it and I had never touched it, and she was like, "Yeah, this is interesting." So then she downloaded it, and now we're starting a Rust life.
Nice.
On a PvE server specifically because she doesn't like PvP.
Cool.
Because games like Rust, it's
killer.
It's shoot on sight. Yeah, everyone is just shoot on sight.
Shoot on sight. Ask questions later.
She wants me to tell you that she broke down crying several times over having a life that lasted around 45 minutes, where she picked up like a lot of decent items, then some random person came and killed her. And yeah.
Yeah, that's hard. Yeah, I feel that.
Where people are nice to you and want to help. I went to the noob servers where they said that they would help people.
Yeah, I don't know if you can hear her, but she went to noob servers to.
Said that they would help people and they didn't help.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Rust. That's Rust for you. I haven't played Rust. I've seen a lot of Rust. I've a lot of videos about Rust. So.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, the things in entertainment I've done. I've been keep listening to Soul Wars, essentially the Warhammer, Age of Sigmar, essentially Nagash, the god of death, has made something called a necroquake. And like light spoilers for the book, just light, nothing that you not already seen. It's like part 1 stuff, which was put out before in the Games Workshop magazine. Nagash does a thing. Sigmar gets pissed. Sigmar sends army to go deal with Nagash. That's pretty much what's happening. It's really good. It's really good so far. That's the light bit of it. But you learn a lot more about the Stormcast Eternals. And I feel bad for them, even though I'm still going to play them, because they're really awesome looking. I'm probably going to be painting one of those tomorrow.
Ooh.
A blank one. Just paint a blank one. But yeah. I've also been playing a lot of Terraria when Babatosh gets me on to his streams. Speaking of which, I really like streaming, and that's probably also why I want to do streaming for when I paint.
Yeah.
Deep Rock Galactic is also still fun. Keep playing that a decent bit. My one buddy, Colin, he's playing the shit out of it. And so he's like higher level than us. I'm like, alright, I can't do any of these things because it's higher level requirement and I can't do things. He goes, why aren't you playing more? I'm like, I got a life? I don't know. Which he also is going to not have a life because he just got full-time. Yay! He's been trying to get full-time for a while. Sorry, that was a hiccup and a burp.
It's great for him.
Yeah, good for him.
I'm still not full time.
Well, sorry. I feel like you should be at some point. How long have you been working for the company? Year?
No, like 6 or it's like 7, 8 months.
Okay, still close. Close.
Yeah. I don't expect to be there long enough to go full time.
True.
Honestly.
Yeah. Well.
But yeah, I did find a news thing.
I saw it. I see a picture. I don't see anything else, and I have
That's it.
I have some questions about it.
Yes, well, you have to do housekeeping first.
Yes, I do have to do housekeeping. Oh, and you need to send me a link to Spotify.
We don't have a Spotify thing yet. So
What do you mean yet? All right, whatever.
It's that they have to take like 2 days to approve it.
Of course. Well, hopefully it's about 1, since they have hopefully they have some people working from home. Anywho, thank you for making it to the fucking hour and 3-minute mark. Holy fuck. These get longer.
Well, it's probably an hour because things.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Still, thank you for making it to the podcast. Thank you for listening. This is episode 12 of the Average Talks podcast. And we have a Discord server down below. Also in the YouTube comments, if you're watching on YouTube. If you found us on Spotify at some point, because all the Spotify things happen. Thank you, Spotify. Down below to find that. You also can see our Instagram account, which is at Average Talks Podcast on Instagram, where we post nothing. And maybe post something later. I don't know. Maybe links to things. Probably that, too. RSS platform coming up because Justin has time and is starting to do things.
Yes.
Which maybe we'll actually get our Dear Average segment. Which, if you don't know, our Dear Average segment is kind of like a Dear Annie, where you just send us your problems, we answer them, and try to give you decent advice from 2 incredibly average individuals. Which is at averagetalkspodcast or averagetalkspod@gmail.com. Again, averagetalkspod@gmail.com. And yeah, send us questions, talk to us, and if you're on YouTube, type them in the comments. When we'll try to look at them. We had a comment on one of our last ones, and it was Valerie. I thought that was funny.
Oh, I saw someone else.
Oh, someone else did one?
Comment. I thought I saw someone else comment saying.
Oh shit! I gotta look now.
Good content or something like that.
Huh? I don't know. Hold on. I'm looking it up now.
Yeah, no, we gotta look. I think it was the most recent episode.
Really?
Yeah, someone named Tim said great content.
Tim. Oh, I think I know who that is. That was one of. I think that's Tim Shell from.
He said that you commented too.
Yeah.
I forgot what I said.
The whatchamacallit. How do I go to...
You said I still vote you stream on Twitch and game while chatting to help gain followers, !
Yeah, we probably should do that at some point.
Hashtag I help.
Yes, we should.
But we gotta... I don't know, we gotta sort things out first.
Is Austin up
He does not.
5 years to find each other. Never
How do I
mind.
look at things? YouTube Studio. That's the thing I want to look at. But yeah, no, it's been. Thank you all who keep watching. You guys are people. You're awesome people, and I thank you a lot. I hope everything is good in your lives and you stay safe.
Whatever. Look, I just want to play my game, but I can't.
What
because
else?
You are streaming.
What else? I think that is it when it comes to that.
That's yeah.
Yeah, there. I've done the housekeeping work. Do you have me some real or fake ass bullshit news?
I do. This picture, that picture that I sent you,
Mm-hmm.
is of, or it's claiming that is social distancing, spaces, or let's find the. Yeah, it's a social distanced parking lot. So each space is for a single person. It's specifically for the homeless people in Las Vegas.
Really?
Real or fake?
You know what? I don't fucking know. I'm gonna hope this is fake, because that's really depressing if that is true. Hit me with it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's really depressing, isn't it?
So this is real.
Oh, no.
One of there's actually a tweet with another picture of it. I'll actually see.
Good lord, that's also not 6 feet, but
yeah, it is not. Nevada, this person, at Manda Like Wine says, Nevada, a state in one of the richest countries in the world, has painted social distancing boxes on a concrete parking lot for the homeless to sleep on.
that's fucking sad. God damn, that's really fucking depressing. Like it.
Apparently Las Vegas also criminalized homelessness. So.
What? So literally,
Like
this
that
is
was the
just a
thing that they did
box.
earlier.
It says, "Hey, if you want to get arrested, sleep in one of these boxes."
Well, no, like I think now they're just kind of like allowing them to sleep there, but like it's.
That's fucking terrible,
yeah.
though. Like, ugh. Like,
Yeah.
like I've had
It's-
problems with homeless people even here in Tallahassee, but I'm like, damn, that's really shitty.
it's just being mean.
Yeah, that's like, fuck. Because I get it, homeless shelters are probably not a great place to be at, number one. But number two, with the spread of this shit, like, ugh.
Yeah.
God, this makes me feel like a horrible person. Just staring at this. This is not good for my health. Good lord.
You know, this might actually be a rather short episode because
Yeah, we don't have a TED Talk.
we don't have a TED Talk.
What the fuck do we do then?
Oh, Valerie wanted me to rant about the fact that you cannot rock in the rocking chair in Animal Crossing. I know we mentioned that last week, but you also can't swing
Yep.
on the swing, and pretty much everything else. It's like, why are they there? But
Fucking
okay.
aesthetics. I don't know.
What makes it a rocking chair?
She says, "Well, it makes it a rocking chair if
Why
you
is
can't
it a
rock in
swinging
it."
chair if
I don't know.
can't
You can
swing
play
rock?
rock while you're in the rocking chair.
Am I doing it wrong?
That's the wrong rock.
I know, but still, maybe we have to press
It's not
A
a
or
rocking
something.
chair, that's
Oh, and you can lay on the bed, but you can't lay under the blanket.
She also hits you can lay in the bed, but you can't lay under a blanket.
Really?
Who does that?
That's silly.
Yeah.
I feel like you should be able to hit A or something in a rock. Have we tried that?
Apparently not.
No, you hit A to get onto things. Never mind, you hit A to get off.
Have you? No, never mind.
Maybe. I don't know. I gotta try
You were
that now.
suggesting you hit A to rock, but have you tried things like that?
I bet she's running over there now.
Oh, you're not my rocking chair.
She says, yeah,
Oh,
she has tried. It does
well,
not work.
nothing. That's sad.
I've tried everything.
Oh yeah, I've been playing the shit out of Animal Crossing.
Yeah, that's what Valerie's doing too. She's crossing a lot of animals.
I was crossing animals earlier during this podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah. God, it is gonna be a short fucking episode.
Yeah, and I think part of that's just because I don't know.
Well, unfortunately there's
that
not
stream going on.
Yeah.
But yeah, there isn't too much to talk about. I mean, I could completely rant on about Rings of Una, but at the moment, I'm not sure what's allowed and what's not allowed.
Yeah, I would.
They did actually just post while we were talking.
Mm-hmm.
They said on the stream, or they showed on the stream their announcement trailer.
Was yours?
So, no,
Oh.
it's that's going to be my gameplay, which might be shown.
Yay!
I'm kind of checking. Like I have it up, so like I'm looking to see if they do show it. If they don't, it's not a big deal. But yeah, hopefully they will have that announcement trailer up on YouTube soon, because it's pretty lit. Like there's no gameplay, but it's like it's just a voiceover with the logo, and it's pretty cool. What?
You said lit unironically.
I'm saying it ironically, but unironically. Yes, I am.
Also, I'm totally not watching that video now, because now I can look at things. You're very blue.
Yes.
Also, your voice. This is kind of silly. Okay, no, it comes out.
Oh.
It comes out fine. No, I'm just fucking with you. It kind of looks cool. I kind of like this already. What's with the fucking purple hellscape? Oh, that's the fucking nature manufacturing.
All of that's pretty much going to be
nature shit.
Like it's going to be over or redone.
I know, but still, that's cool though. No, I'm glad.
Yeah.
I am still happy for you that your stuff is now being used for actual promotional material. Because that's a fucking step in a direction that, God, that's awesome.
That's all for free.
Yeah.
Look at me
still
go.
for free, but still, that's very nice of you.
By the way, I put it on my resume that I'm a QA tester,
Lol.
or that I'm the QA testing team lead for the Boardwalk Gaming project, which currently they don't have a name. Actually, I think they're going with HNG.
That's still fun.
Which stands for something.
That's cool though. No. I think that's it.
That's all I got.
Fuck, it's been an episode.
Cat's in the pop filter.
Oh.
What?
Alright, well.
Oh. Valerie says to buy Donut County.
What?
She's saying to buy Donut County.
Donut. Okay.
Everyone should.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well.
It's a great game.
Yeah, I will look at it at some point, but God knows, can't buy any video games. Not until paycheck hits me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I think I closed out the episode last time because we did things in reversed order.
Oh yeah. Well, this has been Average Talks. We are two incredibly average individuals.